It's 1 p.m. on Monday, July 22nd, 2024. It's supposed to be raining today. There was like a 99% chance we get rain, but we missed it this morning. It was just humid and cloudy. And we're just hoping we get some in the afternoon. So this is the bull. He's been outside of the wire for a while, but when I put up the new wire, I chased him inside the wire. So now he's back in the wire, but I imagine he's just gonna jump the wire again. But I surmise that he was pretty thirsty, so I'll let him drink some water there. I do have the hose unplugged, so there's only like 60 gallons there for him to drink, which is probably more than enough, more than he can drink. And I called the sheep, and they're coming on their own accord. They're just taking their time to move. They're not very much in a rush at all. So, yeah. So what's been on my mind lately? Well, I saw the Judy video where he says he decided this year he's not going to ban the ramlings. He'll just keep them separate from the sheep. And I'm kind of wondering if I should do the same thing. The ramlings that aren't injured in any way get a better price at market because of the Muslim community. And so I might as well just shoot for that. And he claims that the rams put on weight faster if they haven't been neutered, which I've heard contrary observation and advice, but that's what he's doing, and I think I'll do the same. I don't know if it's going to make a major difference. We'll see how they do, but I do need to separate out the flocks into the males and the females, and even I'd like to separate them out to the breeding ewes versus the ewelings, the dolings, I guess is what they're called. It's over there, guys. Go to the new row. I guess they all wanted a drink of water, but the bull is there. So, so I do need to keep two separate flocks of sheep and two separate flocks or herds of cows for the same reason, you know, keeping the males separate from the females and all that. I was figuring I'd put the steer with the bull, and then have the heifers and the cows run together. Because I'm on an annual breeding schedule, when I first put the bull on, the calves should be about 2 or 3 months old, if we're following the schedule. And then when I put the bull on the second time, and they get the heifers get exposed, they're yearlings at that time, and they should breed back and drop calves at their 2-year-old mark. So that should be the ideal situation, as long as I keep the breeding down to 1 and 2 months, you know. And there's a chance, based on when the calves dropped, if I'm getting all the calves in the first month, I'll just leave the bull on for the first month. And, you know, if 1 or 2 cows don't get bred, I'll just sell those and get other ones, you know. So, I mean, there's a chance we can get it down to 1 month or 1 breeding cycle. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. The other thought is marketing. Selling at the sale barn will get a decent price, but not the best price. And I don't think it's the ideal way to market my particular product. So at some point I need to think about either selling direct to consumers or finding a distributor that shares my values, you know. And there's a couple people out there that I really like, that they're kind of doing the same thing, or at least similar enough things, that I might be able to use them to distribute and sell products and stuff like that, which would be a major burden off my hands. I really don't want to be in the retail side of things, you know. You know, the reason why I'm out here is because I don't like to work with people. You know, this little lamb, yeah, I gotta spray her hooves. I gotta catch him and spray his hooves. Let's see if I can catch him. Probably not. I've been wanting to spray his hooves for a long time. Oh, well, next time I get him pinned up, I'll get him. All right, looks like the bull's done with the water. Come on, sheep. Sheep. Let's go to the new row, guys. Come on. Sheep. That's the wrong direction. Let's see if they'll follow me. Rammy's following me. Come on, Rammy. Sheep. 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 I'll walk back. Sheep. Come on, let's go. They're all looking at me. They're like, you're selling something, but I don't know if they want to buy. Let me turn around here once I get in the new paddock. So this one's only 60 feet wide. I'm going to move them on Wednesday and Friday mornings. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, not mornings, but afternoons. So we get the brick score up. Sheep! Sheep! There you go. Look at that. Already grazing in fresh pasture. Yeah, now comes the flood. Let's see if I can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, 40. That's about 80 sheep. They just come through so quick. They're hard to count. That instinct to be with the herd is such a big instinct. I think they're jumping because they have a hard time seeing the wire, but they know the wire is there because of the fence post. So they're looking at fence posts and not wire. I don't know exactly the physiology of how sheep see, but that's what I think is happening is they think there's a wire there and they can't see it because they just can't see well enough to see the wire. So they're jumping over where they think the wire is, you know. So that's the move. 7 minutes. Set up the new wire. What I do first is I turn off the fence and then I connect up I put 13 posts here and a thick post. The thick post is for the end. And then I drive down to the other side and measure out how wide it's going to be at the other side. And I put down a thick post and I hook up the 2 reels, turn off the fence, hook up the 2 reels. I don't want to get zapped while I'm hooking up the reels. And then I walk down as best as I can in a straight line to where the 13 posts were. Pick up the 13 posts and then I walk back measuring. For me, it's 24 steps every post, 24 and a half, 25 more or less. And so that ends up, each post is spaced out about 74 feet apart. Is that correct? 74? Yeah. And so you get 14 sections times 74 equals just about 1,000 feet, which is the width of the length of the row, I guess. This row is only 60 feet wide. And then what I do is I come back, tighten the fence if I need to. I open up the new area and then get the sheep going in the new area. And the last step is I move the water and I move the minerals. I'm going to show you that story here really quick. It's not hard work. I don't have to lift anything heavy, or probably the hardest part is lifting the full water trough. But usually what I do is I go in there with 5-gallon buckets and fill them up with water from the trough, just because I don't like wasting it. And I use that water for the dogs and the chickens. This is a block that we put out yesterday or the day before, I don't remember. But it used to be a 33-pound block already. It's been munched down. It's called a protein block, but it has lots of minerals and it's very salty. And there's a salt block that they've been nibbling at. It's a 50-pound block. Just the corners are kind of rounded right now. And here's the trough. I've already disconnected the wire. So what I'm going to do is go in here and probably salvage what water I can for the dogs and the chickens. And there's not a lot because the cow drank a bunch. The bull drank a bunch. And then what I'll do is I'll go in with the toilet brush that hasn't been used for anything but this and just kind of give it a scrub down. I'll try to get most of the algae and things like that. And the final step is I'm going to spray it down with that 10% copper chloride solution, which should kill whatever algae is left. And so this bucket I sprayed like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And this is the level of algae it has. So I'll just spray it down again after I scrub it, so I don't have to scrub it so often. And that's what I do. So, and then move it over there, set up the hose wherever it needs to go. My connection points are every 300 feet apart and the hose is 100 foot long. So there's a chance with a 60-foot long row, 60-foot wide row, that the bucket can't reach the row, in which case I'll just kind of carve out a little area to get to the water. So it's a pretty easy move to do. It just takes a little bit of time, just walking around and lifting things that aren't that heavy. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.